Hello everyone, Amy with Campbell Creations, and today we are going to make a three-piece set, a very simple, easy three-piece set. I'm going to be using stainless steel, a lot of stainless steel today. I did get some new stainless steel findings, so we're going to be using stainless steel Coriana chain. We are going to be using the Aqua Terra Jasper that came in July's Bargain Bead Box, and this is for the necklace. We are going to pull in some of these 6mm shell heishi beads, so we'll be using some of these, and I love these shell heishi beads. I have some also in 8mm, and I just love them. They're so easy, they go with so much. Very universal little heishi beads. And then to bring in a little pop to this and to bring in some of the color with the Aqua Terra Jasper, we're going to be bringing in these little Czech glass triangles that have this luster on them. And I have some of these in 6mm Drux as well, but I love them, and they have this little extra shine to them. I like them a lot. And we'll use some of our little bead caps. These come from BBBox Bargain's website, these little leaf bead caps. So that's what we're going to be doing for the necklace. I'll set that aside. And on this Coriana chain we have 18 inches that I've cut, and we will get started on this. So the way I wanted to do this is I wanted to have bead caps on the Aqua Terra Jasper, so we'll go ahead and we'll start with that. And surely you're hearing the noise because the cats have the zoomies, and of course I wasn't hearing anything from them until I hit record, and then of course they start out. Alright, so Coriana chain is so simple. You can bead directly on it. This is stainless steel, so we don't have to worry about it tarnishing, and I just love that. So the pattern that we're going to be using here is we're going to be doing an Aqua Terra Jasper with the bead caps, and then we're going to do 3 of our little shell heishi beads. And then 1 of our little Czech glass triangles, and then 3 more of our heishi beads. And when we do the bracelet, I received some Aqua Terra Jasper, authentic Aqua Terra Jasper, little bitty heishi beads. Super excited about them. And so this is the pattern. This is as simple as it's going to be. But when you see when I'm done why I didn't want to do more with it, because it really is just beautiful. And I love the way beads hang on this Coriana chain. Love that. Last night, yesterday evening, I had posted a short, and pardon me, it was after I had received that the Aqua Terra Jasper, the heishis, and I was comparing them with this Aqua Terra Jasper that we received in Bargain Bead Box. I knew that the Aqua Terra Jasper that we received looked really well done, and I'm pretty sure I had mentioned that as well. It looked really well done. Well, when you put the 2 of them together, it is just great. It shows just how well these 8mm were done. And I just love that. The only thing really that's missing is the little inclusions, you know, some of the little natural chips that's in it. One, two, three. And then what we'll do here is we'll use just a tiny crimp that's going to be at the top of these beads, and it will just keep them in place so that they're not sliding around on the necklace. So we'll do that. So let's come over here. I love these little check glass guys. The light kind of passes through them. And I think that red, that deepness, that richness of that red is going to pull out the colors that's in the Aqua Terra Jasper. They really are going at it this morning. Of course they are. I'm recording. So this week I'm home, and I'll leave on Monday for work, and I'm going to Orlando. Orlando is an exciting trip for us as a company. It's a big event there. And I have lots and lots of clients in Florida. So that's what I love about these. One thing that I love about these trips is getting to meet with our clients. It's always good. We talk to them all year, and then being able to see them face to face, to be able to give them a hug. A lot of times I'm a hugger. Just good stuff. And then I did want to put one of these at each end. Then we'll take a good peek at this. Not beautiful? Without being too much, it definitely makes a statement. And these reds pull out the reds that's in this Aqua Terra Jasper, and I just love it. So here's what we want to do. We're wanting to use just a little size number 1 crimp for each side of this, and it's just going to be used as a placeholder. So let's get these on each side, and then we'll get it lined up and crimp them off. There you go, little guy. All right. So what I'm doing here is I want to get my ends to where they're even. And then I'm just going to bring this all down. Okay, now let's bring in our pliers. I'm going to hold this so that it stays even. And I'm going to come down here and just give him a good squeeze. Come down on this other one. Give him a good squeeze. And that's all there is to it. They are on here. This is good. We are good. Now I'm just going to line these up one more time. Let's make sure before we put our ends on here that we don't need to take off any at the end. Let's see. Am I lined up here? Yeah, they're good. At first I was thinking maybe one was off just a little bit, but it was actually down here it was off. Okay, this is great. So let's go ahead. Let's get out one of our crimps. Crimp tubes. So we'll use number 2 crimp tubes with clamshell connectors for our ends. And the clamshell connectors are also stainless steel. I'll link those below. And the jump rings and the lobster clasps that I have out, those are also stainless steel. And I just received the grouping of these from Amazon. So it's the different sizes that's here. There's also some chain that's in here, and it's all stainless steel, so we don't have to worry about tarnish. So I'll link that below. It's a pretty good price, and it came in its own little container. So that makes me happy. And that's on Amazon. So let's get 2 of these guys out here. And it doesn't matter what color crimp tube I use because it's going to be down on the inside here. We'll get our crimp tube on there. And when you're doing it like this for Coreana chain, you see just how easy this is. You just crimp right on it. Bring this up to the top and give a real good squeeze. He kind of went way top. Oh, but he's right there. He's fine. Give him a really good squeeze. Bring our clamshell connector up. I keep having this little piece of glitter. I don't know where I got a piece of glitter, but it is sure sticking to me. And no, with these stainless steel clamshell covers, they are a little bit tougher, you know, but they won't bend as easily. So give them a good squish. Then we'll go to the other side. And since the other one was at the very tip top, of course I want the same length, so I'm going to be at the very, very tip top on this one as well. He's just sliding around there. Come on, little guy. Just grab our pliers, bring him to the tippy top, and give a good squish. These beetle on crimps are tough stuff. Bring our clamshell up. Squeeze him up good here. Then we'll finish him off. So let me get my reds out. And we'll put on our lobster clasp. And we'll close him up. Let's close him up better. There we go. Then we'll just put one of these on this side. Put your pliers down, Amy. And we'll close him up. And just like that, as easy as that, we have our necklace done. Here's our necklace. Actually, we'll stick it up here for right now, and then we'll work on our bracelet. So for our bracelet, I am using, where is it? There we go, right next to me. Beadalon 7-strand in satin silver. That's what I'll be using today for this lightweight, easy bracelet. And this is going to be a thin bracelet. We'll want to bead bug the end of it. Be a dainty bracelet, simple to make bracelet, and we are using the Aqua Terra Jasper heishi beads. These are authentic Aqua Terra Jasper. Beautiful stuff. And typically I wouldn't say this is authentic, but since our 8mm is man-made, I want to make sure that that's clear. And then in between our series of these, I'm going to have some little 4mm daisy spacers, and these seed beads, these were part of the seed beads and the huge amount of beads that my cousin had sent to me that included lots of good quality seed beads. These are kind of heavy seed beads, so I don't know what they're made of, but they're about the same color of our little, Czech glass. So that's what I'm using here. They're kind of this maroon, deep burgundy color. Very nice. And I'm going to pull out just a couple of our little 2mm balls here to put at the end. And so I'm going to start out with that. I'm going to put one of these guys on the end, and then I think I'm going to start out with our seed beads. Now I do want on either side of the seed bead one of our little dotted daisy spacers, so I'll get those on there. And then we are just going to do 3 of our Aqua Terra Jasper heishi beads. And that is what we're doing here. That's simple. But I think it's going to look really cool, that little pop in the center. But I wanted this bracelet to be dainty. I want to be able to layer it. And although I was really thinking about a 3-strand, we're not going to do that. If I'm telling you, I would be happy to do a 3-strand every single day. But we do need to mix things up just a little bit. So you see, it pulls out those colors. Super cute. I like it a lot. And 3 of these. And these dotted spacers are not stainless steel that I'm aware of, but I did order some that will arrive tomorrow. I'm really wanting to, and I'll tell you, when I made the 3 anklets and I referenced that I didn't want metals in there for tarnish purposes, one of our very wise subscribers said, hey, just grab some stainless steel ones. That way you don't have to worry about it and you have the option. Yes, true, of course. And Amy, why don't you have more stainless steel? So I fixed that. I have all kinds of stainless steel goodies now. And I got them from Amazon, and I have an order with some stainless steel also from Temu that's coming. So I listened and had an aha moment. Amy. So thank you so much again for feedback. I love all the feedback I've been getting. And to be able to get to know some of you a little more. Saying I'm happy about it is an understatement. Very big understatement. So we are going to open up this community on Facebook, and it will be a hub for you all to share with me because I want to see so bad, and with all of us to share your designs, your creations. And I've just barely gotten it up and going, but it is Campbell's Creators, CAMPBELL' Creators. I'm really excited about that. We are almost there, and then can move to the earrings. I love this. I love it. So our last 3 of these. And then one of our little spacer beads at the end. Hello. Easy peasy, but look at this. It's just nice. I love it. And it will layer beautifully. Okay, so to finish this off, we'll get another couple, and I should have went ahead and been nice and gotten 2 out when I got the others out, but I did not. And we're going to close him off. And then we'll go through our earrings. And our earrings are a little different. I wanted to try something new, and yeah, I wanted to try something new and kind of different. So we'll see how that ends up looking. Okay, we'll squeeze him really well. So I give him a good squeeze, and then I usually go in about where the wire is and give another good squeeze. But these do good even on this thin wire. I haven't had one with a problem yet, and I'm kind of hard on my bracelets because I wear them all the time. And of course this morning is one of the first mornings that I'm not wearing one, but I plan on putting this bad boy on. Now I can't put it on by myself. Oh, it's so sad, but it is what it is. I'm terrible about putting on bracelets myself. That's why I started using toggle clasps, because I could actually put on my bracelets myself. So I'm going to roll him up in my hand, make sure that he has good movement. But then I'm going to give a pull here to make sure that there's not going to be too much going on. And since he is thin, he may slip a bit in my hand. So I'm going to come in here with my pliers. I'm actually going to open this clamshell up a little bit more. Oh, these stainless or something. That's awesome. Lots of heft. I'm going to give him another just little tug and squeeze him off. Excellent. Let's come in here and clip off our excess. Then we'll close him up. He looks good. So let's get out our red handles here. Our other side. Oh, he's got a bit of a gap. He has a bit of a gap overall. Oh no! See that? How on earth did I manage that? Amy. Okay, so let's see here. Let's see if I would have enough room on it to just redo that crimp. Let's see. Let's try it, and if not, we'll just knock out another one. It happens, and it will be all right. Okay. And then we'll need one more of these guys. Don't forget the crimp tube. It's been a hot minute since I've done that. I've definitely done it before. Let's come right up in here and see. He's gonna pop up. Nope. Okay. I'm not gonna have enough room for that. Nope. Okay, we'll redo him real quick. He's nice and quick anyways. So let's get out another one of these. And if I can grab one, another one of those guys. And then that one needs to go away. All right. So let's take him off. Let's save this. Okay, we'll set him aside. We will cut off another piece of wire, and I'll want him about 7 inches. Okay. Part of our earrings go. And we will do this again. So since we know our pattern, we'll go ahead and close him up on one side. And then we will be extra careful when we're doing our last side. Close him up good. There you go. Okay, close him up good. All right, so let's knock out our pattern again here real quick. Okay, so we'll do an end bead. So while I'm redoing this, I'm sure you all have seen my holder for my crimp tube, this guy. My husband 3D prints, and he does have an Etsy. I don't have an Etsy, but he does. He 3D prints on the side, and he used to do a lot of coding for one of his other jobs, and he kind of missed that, and 3D printing allows him to do that coding, that creation aspect of it, and he does really well. He is a watch lover, and so he's very heavy in the watch community, like wristwatches, and so he prints a lot of watch holder stands, and he customizes them, and they're really cool. His Etsy is Rook Customs, and he is going to start 3D printing as needed crimp tube holders for anyone that wants one. I've had a lot of people ask, and he's been so busy with his other prints and his other orders that he just hadn't done that yet. But he also 3D prints for me bracelet holders, and they are incredible. These are not, you know, codes that he pulls up and just implements. He creates these completely. He creates them from on his computer. It looks like a big block of metal or something, a big block of plastic, and he codes it all and creates what he's looking for. And so he will start selling those as well on his Etsy, in case anyone is interested, just for help out purposes. And my bracelet holder, I'll post a picture of it at the end of this tutorial, okay? And I'll start having him linked in description box for that crimp tube holder. But he's so cool. He does all kinds of stuff. He does so much. And he's constantly learning. He's always looking for a new certification in something, which is really cool. He manages operations for a big solar company. So that's what he does for his primary job. And then, just like me, he does the things that he really enjoys and really loves on the side. We're almost done with this, baby. I can't believe I left that gap. Tack on it. And I am going to measure this. I had measured before when I knew what pattern I wanted to use. I went ahead and measured then, but we'll go ahead and do it again. Since I cut about 7 inches here and I'm going to the end, I'm thinking I don't want this thing to be too big for me. And I really don't want to have to restring this, so let's hope we get it all in there. Okay, let's see what our length is. Oh, it's going to be long. Yeah, my wrist is about 6 1/4, 6 1/2 on a bad day. So I'm going to take out this last bit. Oh, you know, and I'm really glad now that that had a gap, because this would have been too big on me. Not fun, but it would have worked, especially because I layer. But yeah, we'll knock that out. Now let's look at it and make sure I didn't forget anything. Looks good. So we're going to close him up. Okay, he has no gaps. Going to fold him in half. Grab my Tough Stuff pliers. Get them around that crimp. And just to make sure we're good, I went ahead and dropped him. But when I get him tight, I am going to come up just a tad, because this clamshell connector needs to first be open a little more. Okay, so let me do that. There we go. It will take up a little bit of space, right? And I don't want this to be rigid, so this way I can control it. So I'm going to come up just a tad. Let's see how much of a gap we have. That's what I need. That's what I'm looking for. Sometimes these dainty ones can do that, but I still don't want them to be rigid. I don't want them to be stick straight, so I really like curling them up in my hand. All right. So we're going to clip him off, and then we'll close this up again. Oh, that little wire went flying. And I had opened him up a little more. So let's make sure he closes good. Okay, so that's better. Yeah, we don't have that gap. Okay, excellent. And I'm glad too that we fixed the length. Always a reason to pull a positive, and that's definitely one. There's always a reason to pull a positive. Okay, we'll knock out this other side. Hey, how about we leave our little guy on there? I about took him right off. Okay, so my friends, we have this bracelet done. We do. Sorry about that. I know it probably wasted, of course it wasted some time on this video, but it's better than cutting it out. It happens, right? It happens. So let's talk about our earrings, and this is going to be just a little bit different. And let me grab I knocked over my little eye pins. So let's look at one earring that I made. So I wanted something different. And so we have this little triangle. And so I've just made a piece of the design down here, and I looped off the other end, and I just kind of bent it up just a little bit after I had done that step. And then these two are just also eye pins that come up to our jump ring and then to our ear wire. This is ear 186 on Beadbox Bargains. So that's what we're going to be doing here, is knocking out this other earring. And I do need one of those jump rings. So again, stainless steel here. Get out that jump ring guy. And then we'll put this together. So we are going to do a daisy spacer at the end. We'll do 3 of these heishis. Actually, no. Daisy spacer at the end. One of our seed beads. Daisy spacer. This little guy just does not want to go on. We need to get a different one. Yeah, let's set him aside. And then 3 of these guys. Oh, I had an extra anyways. That was meant to be. Okay. So you know, it's a pretty good deal. I think something seems like, there's always a light. So I want these to go the same direction, right? So I want to make sure that I am doing that side the same way. So let's come in here, bend this guy at 90 degrees. Let's cut him off. And we will wrap him up. It's a pretty small loop, so I kind of want to stick to that. So now that that part's done, I'm going to come in here and I'm going to have these 2 in my thumb, and I'm just going to come up a tad. That way there's just a little bit of a curve. So let's pull these out. And here's the way I did the other one. I'm going to hook this guy on. And then I am going to cut off 1/4 of an inch from him. So I'm going to come in here, go to 1/4, grab him, and cut him off. So now let's go to the other side. Open him up. We will put him on. Close him up good. Come back in here. 1/4 inch. Get our spot and clip him off. Okay, so I'm going to do what I always do here, and hopefully I get it just right again. I'm going to make my little turn. I'm going to come over here with this side. Mark my spot and give a little turn. Pardon me. So they should line up. Let's roll this up. It's not flush. Let's make sure. Yeah, that guy's good. Let's turn him back. So I'm just going to roll him back. Give us this little loop. And knock out the other side. Well. Oh, he's a slippery little thing this morning. These stainless steel ones are no messing around. They're tough stuff. All right, so we're going to bring these guys up together and jump ring them together. Simple, simple. Then we'll pop our ear wire on. Let's see. I want my loops facing the same direction. Okay, so the open ends are both on the same side. Oh, I hope I was in focus there. Tap on it. I just get going, you guys. I just get going. Okay, and then we will get our ear wire open and pop him on there. Get some of all of this that I have out moved out of the way so we can take a peek at our earrings together. And looks like this one needs to pop up and bend just a little bit more. So let's do that. Looking good, eh? Then we have our little bracelet and we have our necklace. Super cute. I like it a lot. I appreciate all of you for being here with me today. If you like this video, please give me a big thumbs up. If you are not a subscriber, I would love to have you if you'd like to subscribe. And until we meet again here, right here at this mat, I look forward to it. Bye-bye.